Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing something a bit different. Here in the UK, in the past few weeks and months, we've had some stifling weather. In some places in the UK, I think records have been broken for how hot it's been. Today is a rather sizzling 20 degrees, which means most of the UK population has their aircon on. So that got me thinking, how much fuel does aircon really use? Some people say that using aircon uses 5 to 10 to 50% more fuel. So that got me thinking, really. I don't really know who's speaking the truth. So I thought, well, why not find out myself and try it in my C63. So we're going to be doing exactly that today. I'm going to be doing a journey with aircon on and with aircon off. So today I'm going to find out myself in the name of science. Okay, we just arrived at the petrol station. I am now going to fill the car up completely, and then we're going to reset the computers, and then I'll embark my journey so we can find out how much the C63 uses without aircon. We're going to do that today. We're going to go without aircon first, and then tomorrow we're going to do aircon on. Okay, I've just filled up. I'm now going to reset the values, and of course that means my trip is now completely reset. So I will now do the journey, and then we'll find out how much MPG we get with the aircon off. As you can see, the aircon is off here. I'm going to put it on blower free to make things a bit more zesty in here. Right, so the journey. So I'm going to be doing roughly about 50 miles, give or take. It's going to consist of mainly dual carriageway motorways. So yeah, and both journeys I will do today and tomorrow will be exactly the same journey to make sure it's fair. It will be at the same time of day, so it's even more fair. Obviously there are variables that I can't control, such as headwinds, unforeseen traffic, hitting a pheasant, that would be great. Just little things I can't really control on a day-to-day basis that might be a little bit different tomorrow. But if there's a huge traffic jam which makes I stop for 10-20 minutes, and obviously I'm just going to completely null and void this test, and I'll have to retry it another day. So yeah, the vast majority of this journey I will be driving like an absolute fairy, just to ensure that I get the perfect, exact same fair result. So 70 miles an hour, cruise control. So yeah, this is going to be super interesting for me. As you guys may know, if you do follow me and watch my channel, I am absolutely obsessed with fuel economy, MPG, and just tests like this. I think it baffles me how much you can really eke out of a car, whether you do something slightly different. So yeah, I think it's going to be really interesting. Of course, there are two negatives to doing this test. One, because I am doing it without aircon today, I'm cooking, and yeah, it's going to be a bit hot and a bit sweaty, but it's all for science, so I must push on. And of course the other negative really is resisting temptation to plant my foot down on this glorious C63. I've got 524 brake horsepower at my disposal, but I can't really use any of it because I need to drive very carefully and sensibly. So yeah, must resist temptation. I've already had some Polestar trying to make me race him, but I was very sensible. I made sure I had one toe on the accelerator. So yeah, test is going well so far, and I will not give in to temptation. Okay guys, we're now on the motorway. I'm very comfortable. We're now cruising at 70 miles an hour, and we're doing about 1800 revs. Other than that, I don't really have much else to share with you, other than the fact that I am starting to cook inside, and I'm getting quite hot. I shouldn't really have a jacket on, but it's far too fiddly to get off now, so it was a bit of an oversight. But yes, I suppose the next time I see you maybe is when I fill the car up at the petrol station much later. Oh my god, look at this cash guy here. What are you doing, man? You have to overtake him in the inside lane, to the middle lane, to the outside lane, just so I can avoid blonde, short hair, glasses. Definitely the Karen. But anyway guys, I'll probably see you maybe later today or tomorrow when we do day 2 of this aircon challenge. Just one more thing to add, just in case you guys are wondering. I will be keeping the windows closed, just in case you guys think I might open them to get some nice fresh cool air in here. I will be keeping them shut on both journeys to make sure the results are as consistent as possible. Okay guys, arrived at my destination and I am very, very hot. But there's no need to be sad, because this is a time to rejoice, because I've had pretty good traffic, and as a result of that I managed to achieve 26.7 miles per gallon, which is C63. That is absolutely phenomenal, isn't it? That is exceptional fuel economy, doing 70 miles an hour, of course, on a dual carriageway. So yeah, 26.6 miles per gallon. Very, very good. But yes, I will now do the return journey, and then we will fill up, and then we'll gather our results from there, and then we'll commence day 2. Okay, return journey complete. Only managed to do 24 miles per gallon on the way back. Had to do a slightly different route on the way back, but I'll do the exact same for tomorrow's trip. 24 miles per gallon for 31 minutes. So let's fill up and see the damage done. We've done roughly about 1/8 of a tank, so let's see how much it's going to cost me. And just to show you, that is the full amount of miles that I've covered since filling up early this morning. And if we look up there, we did 9.99 litres, and it cost me £18.17. So yeah, £18.17 to do 54 miles. Wow. Good morning everyone. It's now day 2, which means I'm going to use my aircon, which is brilliant news. I feel very, very good. What isn't so good, I made a catastrophic error yesterday. I'm not sure if this is going to make a difference, but as you can see, I had the zone button, which I think is climate control. So I might have to rerun yesterday's results tomorrow. So today I'm going to be doing the aircon test, but I'm just going to go to the petrol station now and fill it up again, because obviously I had to drive home from the petrol station, which I didn't think about, which adds like an extra mile, so it wouldn't be as consistent. So I've done a little spirited drive, so the car's feeling very fresh, as you can hear. And I will now go to the petrol station, put a little bit of fuel in because that's what it requires, and then we'll do the test of aircon on. But yeah, I don't know what you guys think. Maybe let me know in the comments. I don't know if climate control or what this zone button does. I don't know if that hinders fuel consumption. I don't know why I left it on. I just thought it wouldn't hinder it, but I looked into it and I think it may have an impact on fuel consumption. So I want to try that tomorrow with the button off. So I want the zone button off, on the aircon off, on it all off tomorrow. So yeah, I think yesterday's is now void. So yeah, I'm going to rerun the test tomorrow with both off, and today we're going to do the test with aircon on. Yeah, it's absolutely bliss. Reset the trip computer up there, 4.44 litres. So yeah, I'm quite saddened that I have to do this test again, which means I need to drive this car like a fairy again, quite unnecessarily, because, well, yesterday's was completely utterly pointless really. But then again, it does give us some scope to see if climate control makes any difference compared to having the climate control off. So essentially we have 3 tests running in this video instead of 2. We've got the aircon on, and then we've got with the climate control on, and then we have one with all of it off. So we can compare all 3 together. So it'll be interesting to see how MPGs fare against each other with each individual setting. I have to say, having this aircon on is absolutely marvellous. I've got it on the free fan setting, and I've got the aircon even flowing around the back vents for absolutely no good reason, just to burn fuel really. So yeah, hopefully that should give us a good indication how bad it makes the fuel economy if you have the aircon on. So because I've got this very long, boring drive, there's a few things you notice. You're more attentive to what's going on around you. One thing's for sure, which I'm sure we are all aware as UK road users, is that the lane discipline for people driving on the UK network is absolutely atrocious. Like, the amount of people I had to just use the outside lanes go 70 because there's a some Nissan Qashqai doing 65 or 60 in the middle lane when there's nothing in the inside lane is absolutely ridiculous. And obviously there are angry drivers because when I want to overtake the person in the outside lane to do 70, there is some naughty people not doing 70 who want to get overtaking me, overtaking the bad person in the middle lane. So yeah, it just upsets everyone really. I just don't understand the lane discipline. It's absolutely ridiculous. Another thing which is really annoying is that whenever I used to drive my 116D, my slow car, or when I'm driving this slow, I seem to get the most amount of attention on the road. Everyone wants to like race me, everyone wants me to try and chase them, or everyone's right at my backside trying to get a reaction out of me. But as soon as I am driving this with a surprisingly heavy foot, I'd literally go and get a sniff of any cars whatsoever. I don't know how, it always works out that way. I have absolutely no idea. I don't know if that resonates with anyone watching this, but yeah, whenever I want to drive this like a fairy, I just don't get any reaction whatsoever. But as soon as I do have a surprisingly happy foot, I don't get a sniff. Whilst I'm doing this long, perilous, frugal journey, I'd just like to take this opportunity to say thank you to all my recent subscribers. Even though I haven't been uploading very frequently, which I do apologise for, I've still had quite a surplus amount of subscribers. So hello to you all, and for any of you who aren't subscribed, about 95% of my viewers aren't subscribed. If you could subscribe, that would be massively appreciated because it gives a good reflection on how the channel is doing. I want to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That's my ultimate goal, and I'm so happy how well the channel is performing. I think this time last year was on about 300, so that's like over 100% increase. And another thing which can really help the channel out is likes and maybe some comments. They really do go a long way, which I know doesn't sound like much, but the likes and comments are what really boosts the algorithm for the video. And obviously the more likes and comments it gets, the more likely YouTube is to pick up, oh, the video's doing well, let's show it to more people. So yeah, if any of you guys out there who are watching, just comment anything, like, I don't know, if you, like, one thing's for sure, I want to kind of guess like the percentage of how worse the MPG is with the aircon on. So I'm probably going to guess, I'm going to go with like 7%, 8%. So like let me know what you guys think the MPG would be. Like, I'd really appreciate comments, because I do like interacting with my viewers as well. I really, that's one of the best parts about doing YouTube. I get to comment, talk to people, and like help if I can, which is kind of why I'm doing this video. I want to, I don't know, just get some like factual stuff out on the internet, because I do find fuel economy, as boring as it sounds, really interesting. So yeah, likes and comments are really welcome. Please do if you can, and yeah, if you haven't subscribed already, then I'll really appreciate it. But other than that, I think that's all from me now. So next time you might see me is when we're back at the petrol station, where we can gather our results, and then I'll see you then. So bye for now. Okay guys, we just arrived halfway through our destination with the aircon on. Yeah, I did arrive at about 26.2, but it had gone down a little bit. So yeah, just a brief little update. 26.2 miles, 29 miles covered. I believe we've only done like 1.2 miles worse than yesterday, and the traffic's been pretty similar. So maybe the 1 miles per gallon is because of the aircon. So yeah, next time I see you is probably at the petrol station later today. Okay guys, we just arrived at the petrol station on our return journey, and unfortunately I've had to take a different alternative route, which is 2 miles extra due to a road closure. So tomorrow we're going to do that, the aircon and climate control, and we're going to do the same journey as we did today. And then the thing we did yesterday with the climate control on, I'm probably just going to completely null and void it. So we'll just do the aircon test, and then tomorrow we'll do the non-aircon test. But yeah, we did 26 miles per gallon when we just got here, 26 miles. Now I'm going to fill up, and then we'll get the results and go from there. So yeah, as you can see today, we did 56.6 miles. We do the exact same tomorrow. And as you can see up there, 10.42 litres used, and it cost me £18.95. So tomorrow, no aircon on, aircon off. Good morning everyone, it's day 3. So today we are going to have the aircon and climate control off, definitely. Yesterday we did the aircon on, and today we'll be doing the exact opposite. We're having all of it off, and I'll be doing the exact same trip, listen to that, as yesterday. Obviously the first day was a complete failure because I did a different trip, and then yesterday was a road closure, and I have the feeling the same road closure happened today. So I'm going to be doing the exact same trip as yesterday, so the results are as consistent as possible. And this lorry is going right in the inside lane on a roundabout, and I know he's not changed his mind. Some noise. So worth it. Always have to redline it all the way to the top to get that amazing upshift crack with the exhaust. Yeah, I'm just on my way to the petrol station now to fill up once more, to embark our very mundane, boring journey without aircon on, but luckily it's not too hot outside, so it should be alright. So yeah, and other than that, I haven't got much to share with you, other than I'll fill up and I'll show you on the screen, and that should be it. So as you can see, 10 miles done, ran out of the petrol station, time to fill up and reset. Okay, time to reset. Reset this one too. Aircon is off. 5 litres used. Okay guys, once more, we are on the road. I've already done this journey twice in this video, so I don't feel like it's really worth me recording anything else. I don't really have much else to really say to you guys, so I'm just going to do the journey. I'll do a couple of little clips in between to show you the progress and when I fill up, and then we'll gather the results and hopefully we should have a figure and see how much aircon really uses. Okay, we've arrived halfway, 29,000 miles covered, 26.4 miles per gallon, as you can see down here. No aircon used, so time to do the second leg of the trip. Okay guys, we just completed the journey with aircon off. We did 25.2 miles per gallon, took us about 29 minutes, average speed of 55 miles per hour, and as you can see, 26 miles. And if we look at this trip, computer, 56.5 miles was covered, just like yesterday, exact same trip as yesterday, and I'd say the road conditions were completely the same as well. So let's fill up and see what happens. Okay guys, results are in. I've just filled up, as you can see, 9.92 litres used, and it cost me £18.04. So I can't actually remember what it was yesterday, but well, I better get home now, and I'll probably see you tomorrow and do all the results. So see you there. Good afternoon. You now join me on day 4 of the aircon fuel challenge. I hadn't realised how hard this video was to make, like with the mishap on the first day with having the climate control on, which meant day 1 was wasted, and then having to keep filling the car up to make sure it's completely as consistent as possible for each individual day. But yeah, other than that, both days were recorded the aircon on and aircon off. It was reliable as possible, really. I think I averaged the same speed pretty much identically on both days. The traffic was, I'd say, near enough completely the same, and I drove 70 miles an hour pretty much there and back. And of course, yeah, I had the same sort of driving style. I wasn't like mashing the throttle pedal. It was completely the same driving style, very relaxed on both days. But anyway, I'm absolutely buzzing. I can't actually wait to find out the results. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so let's get started, shall we? So in no particular order, I think we should do aircon on. And sorry for the ambient noise in the cabin. It's currently thrashing it down with rain. The summer has definitely disappeared. But yeah, so I am now going to calculate the fuel I use and the distance, which is the same distance I used for the other day as well. So yeah, I'm going to go on the internet to my trusty online calculator. Okay, so let's put the details into the MPG calculator for Aircon on. So both days we covered 55 miles, and the litres of fuel use of the Aircon on, I used 10.42. So if we just calculate now, we'll get a figure. 24 miles per gallon. Well, there you have it. So now the next thing to do is to compare how much litres of fuel we used with Aircon off. So if I just quickly look at the details of that. So for Aircon off, I use 9.92 litres. So there is a difference. There is a slight difference. How much of a difference will it make? 25.21 miles per gallon. So we've saved over 1 mpg. But the next thing I need to do really is get a percentage, because that's what's really important, because they say sometimes it saves you 10%, 8%. So there's a really good website which can do percentages for me, because I'm not really good at maths. So I'm going to use that website now, and I will do a comparison. Then we should have a percentage how much the Aircon increases fuel economy. Okay guys, you now join me on the percentage change calculator on coolconversion.com. Thank goodness for the internet, because I have no idea how I do these sums in my head. So Aircon on MPG was 24 miles per gallon, and if we put in the Aircon off, that was 25.21. And well, the answer is 5% is the increase of my miles per gallon with the Aircon on. That's not as much as I was expecting, actually. I'm pleasantly surprised about that. Like 5% extra with the Aircon on. Like in general, I didn't really think Aircon uses fuel at all, but apparently it does. 5% is the increase. Not quite the 10% some people say on the internet, but yeah, 5% is still a substantial amount. Like if you do the maths, you drive a lot in summer and you do many miles, add that all up with the current fuel prices, then 5% added on to the additional money you're spending on fuel already, that is quite a lot of money really. But yeah, 5% is what I used apparently in these videos. And like I said earlier, like the driving with the Aircon on and off was literally the same distance, same driving style, same speed, same traffic. I mean, I even compared the speed average, and on the way back on both journeys I averaged 55 miles per hour, and I think on the first day I averaged 41 miles per hour, and then the second day I averaged 45 miles per hour. So overall both journeys I averaged nearly identical speed, so it really wouldn't have made much of a difference. So but yeah, 5% is how much Aircon has increased my miles per gallon. I'm being robbed. Just open your windows maybe, but then you could have another whole conversation about drag and aero, so I don't think I'm gonna be doing that. But yeah, if you guys have enjoyed this rather strange MPG Aircon challenge, then please do show your support and like the video and comment what you thought about it. That'd be much appreciated, and a subscribe would really go a long way as well. So thank you very much for watching, and bye for now. Bloody hell.